Hello and welcome to this lesson. In this lesson we will talk about working with color on Adobe Illustrator. We will see how to add color to shapes that we have created on the last lesson. So let's start with this default artboard that we had and created on the last lesson. We have this shape that I will delete pressing del. Another important and useful tip is if you want to zoom in, you have to press the Alt button on your keyboard and scroll up to zoom in, scroll down to zoom out. The space key is you press the space key and the left button of your mouse and you can move around easily. Okay? These two are very important tools to navigate. So let's add a shape. For example, let's add a triangle. Again, polygon, press one key on the artboard, three sides, and OK. So, what is the stroke? The stroke is this black outside line that you see surrounding the shape. So let's select the triangle, and on the right side you will see that the option stroke right here. So you can change the color of the stroke by pressing here. Let's put it blue stroke. You can barely see it. Let's change the color to yellow. And now you can also zoom in change the amount of points the stroke has to keep it more dense or to keep it less dense. So let's keep the stroke like this. Okay. Now for the fill color. To change the fill color, again, we need to have our triangle selected, and on fill, on the right side, you can click on the icon and change the color. So if, for example, the color you want is not presented here, you can also come to this option, the color mixer. You can press here and you can change the color from the color palette. So in this project we have the SMIC color spectrum that is more relevant to prints when you want to print a design to a poster, to paper, something. The RGB color spectrum is the best one for digital. So if you want to create an ad to a social media, you should be working with RGB instead of SMIC. Okay. So we can now place any color that we want. And that's it for the fill color. If, for example, let's duplicate this by clicking on Alt, left click of the mouse and push it. So we can duplicate the shape. Let's change this color to blue. Now, if we want this triangle, this green triangle, to have the color of this blue triangle, we can simply click on the eye of your keyboard. This is the eyedropper tool. Click on the color you want and you have the color you want. Now if I want to put it white, I just press I again and click on a white surface. Okay. Now let's apply some gradient to our shape. Okay. For that you can select the gradient tool or press G on your keyboard. Click one time in the shape. Now this tool allows you to create linear or radial gradients on a shape. Okay. So again, just click on the shape with the gradient tool selected And to change the colors of this gradient tool, you can come here to the right side. You have this icon for gradient. You can click on it, and from here you can change you can reverse the gradient. Okay, you can change it from linear to radial. It comes from a radius in the center of the shape, or a free form that you can create with lines and with the dots. Okay. So let's keep it a linear gradient, and here with the gradient tool selected, you can change the colors of this gradient, so it just doesn't have to be black and white. So you can choose the start color and the end color of the gradient, and you can toggle if you want it more intense in the beginning or the end, or in the end color. Okay, so let's put it in the middle, location 50%, and let's change the color, the first color of the gradient, by clicking 2 times inside this dot. Okay. Again, you can color pick, you can use the eyedropper tool, or you can come and change the colors right here. You can add multiple colors by clicking right here. And again, you can slide and work and play with these options to get the result you are looking for. Okay. So this is it for this lesson on how to work with colors on Illustrator. This will give you a great base for you to start working on your own projects. See you on the next lesson.